Welcome to Get Your Ex-Boyfriend Back channel by Anastasia King, an expert dating coach. 5 stages of the no contact rule your ex-boyfriend will go through in case he broke up with you. If you broke up with him, he will go through different stages and it would be a topic for another video. Before I start, I would like to tell you that you can ask me questions about your breakup in the comments section below. I will try to answer as much as I can. I know many of you are wondering what are the stages your ex will go through after he broke up with you. Does he feel any emotions? Does he miss you? What type of things he thinks about? When I tell you about the stages, you will understand that the total ignore or no contact rule is the best way to get your ex back. Stage 1. The first stage your ex-boyfriend will go through. He will feel a huge relief after he broke up with you. He will feel happy and he will feel free to do whatever he wants to do. He will feel free to date whoever he wants. He will feel free to hang out with his friends and do whatever he wants. Go out and have fun. He'll feel that he finally can relax. You are no longer forcing him to do the things he didn't want to do. You no longer ask him to pay attention to you or do things for you, that you no longer argue with him. He doesn't have to deal with your problems anymore, or your bad moods, or strange crazy behavior. He feels uplifted. Stage 2. In stage 2 of your breakup he feels that everything is still great but something is missing. Noon makes coffee for him in the morning. Noon cooks dinner for him at night. He no longer has company to talk about his daily routine or talk about fun private things. He starts to notice those things are missing. No one texts him during the day asking him how he's doing. No one shows him that he is needed. No one calls him baby. This is when he started thinking that not everything is as great as he thought it would be in the beginning. This is the time when he starts checking your social media pages. Maybe he will even like your posts or check your stories on Instagram or Facebook. Those are the small low investment provocations you have to ignore. But you have to understand he does it because he is bored and not because he wants you back yet. He is just missing your company. He still very much enjoys the positive outcome of the breakup. He doesn't want you back yet. Stage 3. In this third stage he finally hits reality. It's not that easy to find a new girlfriend. He realizes that not every girl wants to talk to him, not every girl really likes him, not every girl really wants to go out with him and love him. He realizes that the new girls he goes out with are not perfect as well. They also miss something. He notices their flaws. He starts to compare you to them. He starts thinking about your relationship at this stage. He notices that it is not that easy to find someone to go to be intimate with. The women around him are not that easy to pursue and please. He has lost his dating skills while he was with you and now he has a difficult time dating again. When he broke up with you, he thought that he would find many wonderful girls that would love to date him. But the reality is that it is very hard to do. It is hard to find a new great girl to date who would also want to date him back. It is very important to continue to ignore his messages at this stage. You have to follow the no contact rule. If you continue your interactions with him he will forever be stuck in this stage of stage 1 and never will start truly missing you. If you won't be able to ignore him, you will give him everything that he wants. He will continue getting your attention and at the same time continue looking for another woman. This is the perfect situation for him. But not for you. You should resist any notion of conducting him. Don't try to answer any of his low-interest texts, and don't do any social media interactions. Do not view or like his posts, don't watch his stories, believe me, he will know you do. Let him deal with your lack of attention. Ignoring him will allow him to start missing you. And he will be able to move through one stage to another of the breakup, so he can get to the final stage when he comes back to you. Stage 4. In this stage 4 he will start thinking about you more and more. He might think that you got a new boyfriend. He starts wondering why you are still ignoring him. He really starts thinking about you a lot and missing you more and more. And this is exactly what we want. He will start doubting his decision to end your relationship. He will start thinking that not everything was that bad. Especially now, when he has trouble finding a new great girl for himself. He had a good connection with you, he was used to you. It was comfortable with you. And now he has to find someone who will make him feel as comfortable, and it is very hard to do. This is the time when he starts thinking about giving you a call, or maybe meeting with you. He wants to check how things are with you, maybe you still love him. In this stage he will start contacting you more frequently. He will try to get a hold of you. He will start getting frustrated if you don't pick up the phone. He will start missing you and thinking about you more and more this way. But don't pick up the phone. Don't answer his text messages, especially text messages. This is a very low investment action from his part. He has to try harder. You still have to ignore him at this stage. This is the time to start to be active on social media. You have to show him how wonderful your life is without him. Put up some very nice attractive photos of yourself on your social media pages. Make sure they are public so he can see them. Because this is the time when he starts searching for any information about you everywhere he can. And start checking your social media every day. He will start feeling jealous that maybe you already got a new boyfriend. You have to show him how much you improved physically and mentally. I hope you were going to the gym all that time you were on a break. I hope you became the best version of yourself while you were on a break and were able to dedicate all the time to yourself. Stage 5. In this 5th stage, when he starts suffering, he starts feeling very lonely, and might even get depressed. He says that not everything in his life goes his way, not everything is the way he was dreaming about before he broke up with you. He really sees now how hard it is to find a companionship of a good woman. All his friends are spending time with his girlfriends or wives having fun, but he is the one who is lonely and sitting at home by himself. No one really has time to spend with him. In this stage he loses his crown. Because you didn't answer his calls, he starts thinking you also forgot about him. So he feels even more lonely. He starts being very insecure, not as brave and powerful as before he broke up with you. He starts losing his mind, especially if you continue to ignore him. At this point, he has not seen a woman in his bed for a long time. And that really will set him off. And it is finally the time you can contact him. But make sure not to sound too exciting. You have to make sure you have broken your emotional connection with him. Your mind and heart are all cool. You being emotionally stable is the main condition before you can start contacting him again. You have to make sure he doesn't feel that he's got you. You should not boost his ego, otherwise he will just start feeling better and continue with the breakup. And if, by any chance, you already found a new boyfriend by this time, that's even better. If you don't feel any feelings for your ex-boyfriend and do not want to have him back, that is probably the best possible outcome you could have. But if you still want to build a new relationship with your boyfriend and start over from zero, you can still do it. Now he will put you on a pedestal if you do things right and not the way you were conducting yourself before. And in order to do so, you have to continue watching my videos. I will explain how to build a new healthy relationship from the start. When you show him your very high value, for you to become the most precious woman he has ever met in his life. He will want to give you everything he has, all his love, all his efforts, emotions, and resources. Good luck with your journey, and I hope you stick to no contact rule because it is very important. It is the only one proven way to get your ex-boyfriend back. It is the most effective, as it affects his ego. I will put a link to a video about this topic in the description. It might take a few months or maybe even a few years, but remember, they always come back, it's just a matter of time. Moreover, there are 3 billion men in the world, you can find a new one easily, so you don't have to worry at all. If you have any questions regarding your breakup, you can put them in the comments section below and I will try to answer them as much as I can. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell below to get notified about my new videos on breakup recovery process and how to get your ex back.